It is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over each and every one of these new 10 cards added to NBA 2K23 MyTEAM today. Important to note, if you do open the regular packs, it's going to be basically like super packs, a lot of the dark matters, and just cards you pull will be from past seasons. But 4 new end games, 4 new invincibles, as well as 2 season 8 cards. Without further ado, let's hop into it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Stephon Marbury basically is what the last Derrick Rose probably was. I mean, it's really that simple. Obviously, only 6'3", he is undersized, good tendencies. D-Rose base with the wall upper should feel pretty good. Normal leaner, MJ dribble style. Marbury size up, I don't know what that's like. Curry escape, normal moving, Asta slide. Does get the normal leaner as well. I mean, I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about Stephon Marbury. He looks like he'd be fun to use, but again, just not going to be great in my team. Is Anderson Varejao going to be good? He low-key might have potential, okay? 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. 61 base badges, 40 on Hall of Fame, comes with Hall of Fame range, great playmaking badges, perfect defensively, can handle the ball, nearly perfect stat-wise, tendency-wise good. Harold base, Oscar upper on very quick, normal leaner, MJ dribble style, Curry size of escape, normal Asta slide. Anderson Varejao is it in my team. I don't care who needs to hear it. The way I feel like he is, okay, he's very similar to Ben Wallace, honestly. Same release, same leaner, different size of escape. The only real difference is Anderson Varejao is 6'11". And I'm telling you guys right now, 6'11" is nothing to just kind of blink at. I mean, Anderson Varejao, for what his price is going to be, is really, really solid in my team. Manu Ginobili invincible up next. Shooting guard, point guard, 6'6", 6'9", wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. Has every badge in the game outside of box out beast. Tendency-wise, hundreds across the board at everything he needs. Same release as his last card. Same leaner. Francis size of his okay. I'll slide day move by the back. I just don't love Manu in my team. The reason is, I mean, I've used his hero Manu and he's fine. But he just basically has all of the same 6. Nothing really got changed. Sure, he's a little better stat-wise, but I don't think it's enough to run Manu Ginobili. And I know some people might like him. I think there are overall better point guards in my team than Manu Ginobili. The card I'm most excited about today is the Dark Matter Lamar Odom. Point guard at 6'10", 6'11" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 55 Hall of Famers, 9 on gold. Every badge you need. Perfect tendencies. Cool's base, Kobe upper on very quick. Now I'm trying to think that's the Dale Ellis base, the exact release of Dale Ellis, and I don't mind Dale Ellis's release. I have to let that be known. Does have the normal leaner, MJ dribble style, Kyrie Irving size up. I'm not a fan of that, okay. Trey size of escape, day move by the back, Asta slide. I still am a firm, I don't like the Kyrie size, okay. But everything else that Lamar Odom does is absolutely elite. I mean, 6'10" at the 1. It's just that Kyrie size up that really I don't love. Great release, great leaner. They made him really good. He has the potential to be your best point guard in my team. I'm just really not a fan of that Kyrie Irving size up, and maybe that's just me, but I'm not a fan of it. Chris Bosh up next, power forward center, 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 55 Hall of Famers. He is missing some badges in there, like mismatch expert though, tendency-wise perfect. Chris Bosh base on very quick. I mean, normal leaner, MJ dribble style, not great dribble style. I don't like Chris Bosh. I really don't. So when we're talking about the invincibles, I don't love Manu. I don't like Chris Bosh. Lamar Odom is absolutely fantastic though. And then we get to Derrick Rose. D-Rose based on very quick. Trey leaner. That's what he really needed. MJ dribble style, D-Rose size of, Trey size of escape, Asta slide. They made D-Rose about as good as they could. I'm not trying to sit here and hype up D-Rose the most because he's not great. But they did about what they could with D-Rose. Is he basically Stephon Marbury? Yes. I mean, honestly, if you want to use D-Rose, do what you got to do. I'm just saying Stephon Marbury is basically just as good. Doesn't have the Trey leader. And obviously some different size of animation, stuff like that. But, I mean, they're basically clones of each other in general. So, Anderson Varejao, Lamar Odom, those are the 2 cards right now that have my heart. I like Varejao more than Chris Bosh, if that tells you anything. Then we get to the end games, and they all have the Saddiq Bey upper. I mean, Tim Duncan is 6'11", which is cool. And hopefully there's a way, if you have the trophy case done, to get Tim Duncan for free, because he would be absolutely incredible for free. But he's basically a shorter version of a guy like Shaq, a taller version of a guy like Bill Russell. He's 6'11", with all of the end game types of 6. It's that simple, it's that easy. So if you've used D-Rob, if you've used Shaq, if you've used any of these power forward end game cards, that is what, I mean, he is ultimately going to give you. Basically like a Joel Embiid type card. Tim Duncan, I feel like, is never that hyped up, so he probably might be very cheap. But again, not a card that I'm like is a must-have in my team. He's fine, but again, is he that next level good? I don't really know. Then we see endgame Michael Jordan. 6'6", 6'11" wingspan, same thing. Same 6, same animations. So my question is, Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan? Man, use whoever you enjoy more. If you're a big Kobe Bryant fan, use Kobe. If you're a big MJ fan, use MJ. I can't sit here and say, oh yeah, one's better than the other. They are legitimately the exact same card, outside of the fact that Kobe is 205, MJ is 195. They might have a little different player model, player builds, and that could be the difference. But I'm telling you, use whoever you are going to ultimately have fun with. Now, it's important to note, these two cards are both going to be really good. They're basically going to be in that in-between stage of a guy like Steph Curry, D-Wade, and a guy like Luka, Bron, just because they're going to be able to move well, but they're 6'6", still going to, be able to defend at a high level. Just comes down to, are they really worth it for their price? Probably not. I mean, these cards are probably going to be overpriced because they are pretty big names in my team, and I just have a really hard time seeing either of these cards even be better than a guy like Lamar Odom. Now, again, that's just my opinion. These cards are going to move well, but that release that they have is kind of tough to green with. I'm just telling you guys right now. If you've never used endgame cards, just know that that release is tough to green with. Last but certainly not least, LeBron James. All of endgame SIGs. It's kind of what we expected. Here's the deal, okay? He is a copy and paste, but it is what it is. Bron is probably our overall best point guard in the entire game. Now, people are saying, oh, Ty, he's basically like Paul George at 6'9". Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. He's not going to move as well as Paul George. Paul George's movement is absolutely elite. And Bron's not going to move that well. It's that simple. It's that easy because his player model is a little different. Now, what is Bron going to do better than Paul George? Well, he's going to defend way better than Paul George because he does have a wider player, but a better wingspan, stuff like that. So, Bron, you're probably looking at the best overall point guard in my team. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. None of these cards are worth spending $50 on. Like, I know there's some big names like Kobe, MJ, Bron. Those are big names. You guys might want them, but they're not worth the $50. It's just ultimately that simple, that easy. Honestly, guys, the cards that I'm most excited about, Lamar Odom takes the cake. Then I am excited about LeBron, just because it's Bron, and he's basically our first really good point guard Bron this year. And then it's Anderson Varejao. Like, it's that order probably. Yes, Kobe, MJ, Tim Duncan, those cards are cool, but you kind of already know what they're going to get into. Yes, their movement might vary. They might be a little bit different in some aspects, but it is basically that simple, that easy. I wish they changed at least something with the endgame cards, because right now, it is literally a copy and paste on repeat, which ultimately, guys, is just not the most fun, is it? That's gonna wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know which of these 10 cards you guys are most excited about. Drop a like on the video, subscribe. You are doing it as always, man. I love you guys, and have a blessed day.